This week in history, trivia style. 7 questions based on the most previous week. So this is the 8th of September through the 14th of September. Here we go. I'm going to ask the questions. I'm going to give you multiple choice answers. I'm going to talk my way through how I would answer the question. And then at the end, we'll find out if I went 7 for 7. I am a smart man, or as Forrest would say, I'm a smart man. I'm not a dumb man. I know what dumb is. 7 questions. I haven't done it yet. I'm looking forward to doing it. I was curious there for a second. Did I even go live? But yeah, I am alive. But hey, you got things to do. I get it. I don't take offense. You can watch this live, or you can watch this later. Or you can not watch it at all. It ain't going to hurt my feelings, baby. Here we go. Question number 1. On September 8th, 1974, which U.S. president granted a full pardon to his predecessor for any crimes committed during his presidency? That's about to happen again. So that's not a once-in-a-lifetime thing. That has happened before. It will happen again. Was it, I know the answer to this question. Was it Richard Nixon? Was it Jimmy Carter? Was it Gerald Ford? Or was it Ronald Reagan? Those are your options. It's September 8th, 1974. And if you know your lineage, a word I couldn't get out earlier, of presidents, you would know that Gerald Ford, he pulled a Kamala. He made it all the way to the White House and didn't do anything. Didn't get voted on. But when he succeeded President Nixon, whose previous vice president resigned, Spiro Agnew resigns, Gerald Ford moves up to the position. Nixon resigns, Gerald Ford moves up to the position. Gerald Ford, in the kindness of his heart, pardons Nixon for any crimes he may have committed. Period. Just like a blanket. But whatever crimes you committed, you're good, my friend, because I'm the president now and nobody voted for me. My answer, the correct answer, is Gerald Ford. Question number 2. On September 11th, 2001. Now, that's 23 years ago, and some of you may not know, but I don't know how you wouldn't know. Whatever this question is, I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to get it right. Terrorists attacked the United States, targeting multiple locations. Which building in Washington, D.C. was hit during the attacks? We know. I don't need to give you the multiple choice. You know. It was, you know. Let's just see what the multiple choices would have been if you needed them that you didn't need. We all know it was the Pentagon. Was it the White House? No, but the Shanksville plane could have been the White House. It could have been. It was the Pentagon. Was it the Capitol? No, it wasn't the Capitol, but it could have been. The Shanksville plane could have I would have gone for the Capitol because, you know, it's a bigger, it was more symbolic, and, stopping right there. I'm going to stop right there. And the final option would have been the Washington Monument, which is the dumbest of the options if you were a terrorist and you were planning an attack to hit a monolith. And it has, you don't maybe remember, but there was a person that tried to blow up the Washington Monument. He parked a van full of explosives right next to it and said, "You better give me what I asked for. I'm going to blow this thing up." And instead, they just shot him. That is how you negotiate with terrorists. Question number 3. On September 9th, 1948, which country was officially formed, leading to a long-standing division from its southern counterpart? September 9th, 1948, what country was officially founded, leading to its long-standing division from its southern counterpart? Was it Vietnam? September 9th. Okay, so it's not like in celebration of Chuseok. Was it Korea? Was it Germany? Or was it India? I want to go 7 for 7 here. There are 2 possible answers. It's 1948. I believe this is going to be Korea. I believe that's the answer. I've served in Korea. I lived in Korea. I've had friends that are Korean. National Chuseok Day is right around the corner on Tuesday. It's 1948. The other option is Vietnam, because we do know South Korea and we do know South Vietnam. Both of those had Souths. There was no South Germany. There was an East and West Germany, and there was never a South India. There is an India in the South, but there was no clear division. So was it Korea or was it Vietnam? I think Vietnam is going to occur, but it's going to occur. It could have started then. I don't know. My guess is changing. I'm going to go with Vietnam. I'm going with South Vietnam. That's my guess. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm going to die on that hill. I see you out there, viewer. You're catching up right now. That was question number 3. On September 9th, 1948, what country was officially founded, leading to its long-standing division from its southern counterpart? That was the question. Your options were Vietnam, Korea, Germany, or India. I'm not pressuring you to make a choice. I'm just telling you what you missed. Question number 4. On September 10th, 1897, going back a little bit further on our way back time machine, what famous scientist was awarded a patent for the invention of a cathode ray tube? Cathode ray tube. Was it Thomas Edison? 1897. Was it Thomas Edison? Was it Nikola Tesla? Was it Carl Ferdinand Braun? Or was it Alexander Graham Bell? I'll let you think about that while I take a sip. Because of the way he did business, Thomas Edison has a ton of patents. Now, he didn't create all of these things. He had a team of people that did the work, and he took credit for all of them. So a non-educated guess. I have no idea who patented this invention on September 10th, 1897, but there's a higher probability, based on the number of patents assigned to him, that it is Thomas Edison over Tesla, Braun, and Bell. My guess, you can guess what you want, but my guess is Edison. Just playing the numbers here. Speaking of which, game starts soon. I got to go play some numbers. Question number 5. On September 12th, 1992, Dr. Mae Jemison became the first African-American woman to travel into space. What space shuttle did she fly aboard? All right, I'm not looking at the multiple choice answers, okay? It's 1992. There's 4 space shuttles. There's the Discovery, there's the Endeavour, there's the Challenger, and the Columbia. That's the 4. Our multiple choice answers are probably those 4. Let's see. Was it the Challenger? Was it the Atlantis? Was it the Columbia? Or was it Endeavour? I'm wrong. I guess I was wrong. 1992, the Challenger doesn't exist. It's already gone. The Columbia is not going to exist, but that's going to be later. If I had to take a guess, I'm going to go with my favorite hotel, casino, resort, and I'm going to go with the Atlantis. That's my guess. I don't feel like I'm going 7 for 7 this week. Are you? Are you guessing correctly? We'll find out in 2 more questions. On September 13th, 1993, the Oslo Accords were signed at the White House. These accords aim to resolve conflict between what 2 groups? The Oslo Accords, 2 groups, conflict. What was it supposed to stop? Was it India and Pakistan? Was it Israel and Palestine? Was it North and South Korea? Or was it Grecia and Turkey? Greece and Turkey? Whether it's the 93 Accords, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You cannot negotiate with someone whose only response is your extinction. If they want you dead, there is no negotiating with them. But we've done it multiple times. 93 was one of them. My answer, without a doubt, is Israel and Palestine again. Yeah, again. Never forget. Never forget October 7th, which is right around the corner. There was a ceasefire in place. There was nobody dying in Gaza on October 7th. They brought this. They did. Can't believe how many people are showing how anti-Israeli they are, or how anti-Semitic they are, is what it is. I'm not getting into that. Final question. If I don't have you here, I tend to run off the rails. So don't let me run off the rails. Be here on Sundays at 10:30. Final question, question number 7. On September 14th, 1814, what American lawyer wrote a poem that would become the U.S. national anthem? Who was it? Was it Thomas Paine? Well, that doesn't make any common sense. Ha ha! You see what I did there? Was it Francis Scott Key? Was it Benjamin Franklin? Or was it James Madison? I think the only one that was a lawyer was Francis Scott Key, taken hostage while he tried to negotiate with our enemies. Those are my guesses. I don't know what yours are, but here are the answers to those questions. Question number 1, it was lineage, Gerald Ford. Question number 2, of course, was the Pentagon. Question number 3, you never change your answer. Because I did, and that's where I went south. I switched my answer to Vietnam, but the correct answer was Korea. Hongbakhan Chuseok, for those of you getting ready to celebrate Korean Thanksgiving. I was wrong with Edison also. It was Braun. I didn't know that. And if you don't know it, you take an educated guess. I took an educated guess. I didn't know it was the Endeavor that Dr. May was on. The first African-American woman to go into outer space was Dr. Mae Jemison, and she did it on the Endeavor. Question number 6 was Israel and Palestine. Question number 7 was Francis Scott Key. So with the exception of me changing my answer from the correct answer to the incorrect answer and having no clue who invented the cathode ray tube and what space. Again, I did not go 7 for 7. Did you? It's easy to say you did. If you didn't, I'd be interested to know if you got all 7 correct. That's it. That's the supplemental. It takes about 30 minutes to get through. I'm literally right at the 30-minute mark. It's a good time. It's a great way to start your Sunday morning, and it's every Sunday. This was 52, episode number 52. I remind you today, as I remind you every day, just be the best person that you can be. Chick Bruce sends her love. Have a fantastic day. I got a little away from me there.